Kids for Positive Change is brought to you in part by Robert S. Morrison Foundation, the Ashtabula Foundation, the Kendall Foundation, Huffman Mayer Paulo Wealth Management Group of Wells Fargo Advisors, a friend of Kids for Positive Change, After School Discovery, and viewers like you. Thank you.
Hi everyone, I'm Camille with Kids for Positive Change, and this is Bree, the Rescue Rooster. Join Bree, me, and the Kids for Positive Change team to take positive action to curb climate change. Are you ready, Bree? Are you ready? Let's meet the team.
Hi, I'm Sadie.
Giselle.
Michelle.
Jenna.
Jalen.
Emma.
Tyree.
Hi, I'm Clara.
Chance.
Malia.
Quinn.
We are Kids for Positive Change.
We're the Kids for Positive Change, working together so we can arrange bright ideas and actions with help from our heartbeat to heal our planet, 'cause we're one family. Our goal is finding solutions we need to save our planet. Let's start with the seed that grows into actions to help light the way. Kids for Positive Change, come join us today.
Today we're learning about climate change, deforestation, and how we can take positive action. Climate change is a pretty hot topic, literally. Let me explain. First, let's talk about climate. Climate is not the same as weather. Weather changes from day to day. Some days it's sunny, raining, snowing, or windy. Climate is the pattern of weather conditions over a large area over a long period of time, like 30 years or more. Different places on Earth have different climates. There are dry climates, which get little rain, temperate climates that are warm with mild to cold winters, tropical climates that are warm, humid, and wet, polar climates with super cold winters and short, cool summers. The animals, plants, and people living in these places rely on steady climates to survive and thrive.
But climates are changing because the Earth's temperature is rising.
And the Earth's temperature is rising because of greenhouse gases, otherwise known as
Global warming. Global warming is caused by too much carbon dioxide, methane, and nitrous oxide in the Earth's atmosphere. These are naturally occurring greenhouse gases, but we've got way too much in the Earth's atmosphere right now because of human activities.
Did you know there are many climate change contributors?
Like what? Burning fossil fuels, coal, oil, and gas used to power car, buses, trains, and planes and used to generate electricity.
Deforestation due to cattle ranching, palm oil plantations, mining, and logging.
Fast fashion.
Plastic production and pollution. And remember, plastics contain oil, a fossil fuel. Industrial agriculture, growing crops using toxic pesticides and fertilizers.
Clearing too much land to grow crops and raise animals for food.
Food waste.
Tyree, it's gonna be okay.
But there are so many climate change contributors.
I don't know what to do.
Let's push pause. There are many climate change contributors that are causing global warming, which is causing climate change. But we don't have to tackle all of them today. It's gonna be okay. Let's focus on deforestation. But what does deforestation have to do with climate change?
Deforestation is the cutting, burning, bulldozing, clearing, and ultimate removal of forests to put something else in its place.
Not good.
Deforestation not only destroys forests and biodiversity, but it also contributes to climate change. That's why I call deforestation a climate change contributor. Take it away, Quinn.
See? Forests act as carbon sinks. No, not a literal sink. A carbon sink is anything that absorbs more carbon dioxide than it releases. But when forests are destroyed, the carbon dioxide stored in the trees is released into the Earth's atmosphere. Fewer forests, fewer sinks, more carbon dioxide in the Earth's atmosphere.
One such sink suffering from deforestation is the tropical rainforest. Let's journey to this tropical climate to learn more. Are you ready, team?
Ready.
Are you ready? Let's go! Rainforests throughout the world are called the lungs of the planet because they absorb a lot of carbon dioxide and produce a lot of oxygen.
Rainforests play a vital role in the health of our planet and life on Earth.
Rainforests' tropical climates are warm, humid, and wet. Because of this lush tropical climate, rainforests are home to millions of plant and animal species. Whoa!
The biggest tropical rainforest is the Amazon rainforest in South America. The Amazon rainforest is not only home to millions of plants and animals, 1 in 10 known species on Earth, but is also home to 30 million people, including over 350 indigenous and ethnic groups and communities that rely on the forest to survive and thrive. They have so much to teach us about the importance of the rainforest.
There is a connection between the health of the Amazon and the health of our planet. By containing billions in tons of carbon, the Amazon rainforest helps stabilize local and global climates. More on that later. Let's check out the animals who call the Amazon rainforest home.
On the Amazon rainforest floor, you might encounter a jaguar. In the sky, a harpy eagle or macaw.
In the Amazon River, you might see a pink river dolphin or anaconda. In the trees, you might see an emerald tree boa or a three-toed sloth.
It's time for Quiz Quest with Chance, who's on a quest for knowledge.
True or false? Sloths do not have a whole ecosystem living in their fur. False. Sloths do have a whole ecosystem living in the fur consisting of insects, moths, fungi, and algae.
Slow-moving sloths are super cool and important. Sloth hairs have microcracks. These microcracks are the perfect place for algae and fungi to survive and thrive. Species of algae and fungi found on sloths haven't been found anywhere else on Earth.
Sloths share a symbiotic relationship with algae. Algae finds water and shelter in sloth hair, and in return, provides sloths with camouflage, which protects them from predators.
And what about those fungi? Scientists have discovered some strains of fungi found on sloths may have disease-fighting properties that can help humans.
Whoa! There's a lot of biodiversity in the Amazon rainforest.
There
Man.
sure is. And biodiversity relies on a healthy rainforest to survive and thrive because every animal and plant is interconnected and has a role to play in keeping the rainforest ecosystem balanced. And when the rainforest is healthy,
We're healthy too.
But climate change is turning the Amazon rainforest tropical warm and wet climate into a warmer and drier climate. A drier climate means less rain, which impacts forest and freshwater ecosystems, indigenous people who call the forest home, animals, soil, biodiversity, our health, and our global climate. Animals and plants living in the rainforest are losing their habitats and food sources. Some are vulnerable, endangered, or critically endangered, and at risk of becoming extinct. As this happens, they can't play their important roles keeping the ecosystem balanced. This leads to something called a cascading effect. When one thing goes down, it starts a chain reaction.
Not good. It's a double whammy.
Whammy number 1. Climate change is causing animals, plants, and people to lose their homes and food sources. Whammy number 2. To make matters worse, when the Amazon rainforest is cut down, it can't do what it does best, absorb and store carbon dioxide, a greenhouse gas causing climate change. Add in rising temperatures, not enough rain, and the rainforest turns into a dry savanna and could become a source of carbon dioxide instead of a sink.
According to Amazon Frontlines, we cannot protect the climate or stop the extinction crisis if we don't protect the Amazon rainforest. There is hope. Let's ask an expert to learn more.
Hi everyone, my name is Nicolas Mainville. I am a biologist specialized in forest conservation, and I'm based here in the Amazon rainforest, working here with indigenous communities to try to protect their land. I've been based here in the Amazon for 6 years now, working with Amazon Frontlines, an organization that specializes in supporting indigenous communities to defend their rights, their culture, and their land. The Amazon is the biggest rainforest in the world. This is the highest density of animals and plants you can find on anywhere else on the planet. We call it a biodiversity hotspot. So you have high density of species and very complex interactions between each species. For example, there's more than 40,000 plant species just here in the Amazon, 3,000 species of fish. I mean, there's more than 1,300 species of birds, so much life. And being the biggest rainforest in the world, it influences a lot on the climate and the water cycles just for the entire planet. But for me, the most important thing about the Amazon and why it's so important to protect, it's also the home for more than 400 indigenous communities. Unfortunately, the Amazon is gravely in danger. The biggest threat that we can see here in the Amazon is deforestation. One of the main reasons why the forest is being destroyed, you probably know, it's because of cattle ranching. A lot of land is being cut down to put cows, and they put cows so that we can offer meat to the world market. People like to eat meat, you like to eat meat, and everybody wants meat, so they need space to have those cows growing. So cutting down the forest to put pasture and cattle ranching is like 70% of the reasons why deforestation happens in the Amazon. But there's also other reasons. Here in the Western Amazon, where we're based, in Ecuador, in Peru, and Colombia, the main reason why there is deforestation is because of the oil industry. The oil industry comes in, builds their roads, put their pipelines, put their oil wells and oil platforms, and then the forest is being destroyed slowly after that. So whether the forest is cut down to produce meat, to extract oil or gold or palm oil, the consequences on indigenous communities are huge. You have to imagine, communities here living in the forest have been using the forest for thousands of years as a grocery store, as a pharmacy, as a church. They use the forest on every single day life. So imagine if your grocery store was being destroyed, or if your pharmacy was burnt down, or your church was rampaged. Of course it would affect you. So every time there are activities like industrial activities happening in indigenous land, it causes huge impact on their culture, their way of life, their health, and their capacity as a people to survive on the long term. Unfortunately too, cutting down the rainforest here in the Amazon doesn't only impact the people that live here. It impacts all of us, all across the globe, because the rainforest here captures a lot of carbon. And you know, carbon, when it's stored in the trees, in the vegetation, it's great, it's good, it stays there, it doesn't affect the climate. But if you cut down the forest, you release all this carbon up in the atmosphere and has a huge impact on the climate and the climate crisis that we know is happening right now. What's very exciting is that there are solutions. Working here for the past 20 years, seeing how the indigenous communities are so strong in resisting and blocking the invasions of their land, and supporting those communities really work. It's a sustainable solution. And so you as kids, also as individuals, you can support those indigenous communities by supporting groups like Amazon Frontlines, but also by knowing more about what's happening in the Amazon. And remember, if we're cutting down the rainforest, it's because we want meat, we want oil, we want gold, or we want palm oil. So you, as a consumer, can say, I don't want those things. I don't want to eat meat that comes from Brazil, for example. I don't want to consume a lot of oil. I can switch my habits and make sure that I'm not promoting deforestation in the Amazon. So by being a consumer very far away from the Amazon, you still have an impact. And this is where all of us can play a role in protecting the Amazon.
If rainforests are so important, why are humans cutting it down?
The main reason for deforestation in the Amazon rainforest is cattle ranching. The rainforest is cleared to raise cattle. The cattle ends up as beef burgers, steaks, roasts, or prime rib on our plates. The cattle need to eat, so even more rainforest is cleared to grow soybeans to feed cattle in the Amazon and to meet demands to feed cattle globally. Plus, cattle produces methane, CH4, which is another greenhouse gas causing global warming, which is causing climate change. It's a double whammy.
This is a big problem.
It sure is.
But together, we can find solutions and take positive action.
We know with small steps and bright ideas can lead to big results.
Are you ready to take positive action? Yeah! Our Kids for Positive Change team meet and share their bright ideas to stop deforestation and curb climate change. You can start your very own Kids for Positive Change team. Ask friends and family to meet and talk about how you can take positive action to help the planet. Set goals, take action. What can we do to take positive action? We can!
Be Earth advocates. To advocate means standing up and speaking about a cause you believe in and asking others to join you. We can write letters and sign petitions to decision makers asking them to save and protect the Amazon rainforest and its biodiversity from deforestation.
Support organizations like Amazon Frontlines, whose mission is to empower Indigenous people to protect and preserve the Amazon.
We have the power to change climate change by the choices we make every day.
Helpful Habits with Jenna and Jalen.
A habit is a repeated behavior, something we do over and over again, every day. We can form helpful habits to help the planet.
We can eat less red meat and more plant-based foods.
I can do that. I can choose a bean burger instead of a beef burger.
I bet I can eat plant-based food 3 times a week. But what would I eat?
Pasta with tomato sauce, PB&J, a veggie bean burger. Oh, and some vegan ice cream made with nut or oat milk for dessert.
And if we choose to eat beef, we can support our local farmers and ranchers who are raising cattle using sustainable practices and who treat their cattle with kindness.
Tyree's Tips with Emma and Tyree.
Move meat to the side.
If you eat meat, treat it as a side dish. Have your main dish be plant-based.
Like a big bowl of pasta with a couple small meatballs.
Hey Malia, what do cow cells in the lab have in common? Clean meat. This meat is made in the lab using cell cows. There's also meat made from cells from a chicken feather.
This is a big wings win for the planet and for our farm animal friends.
Way cool!
The Amazon rainforest isn't the only rainforest in trouble.
Palm oil plantations are another cause of deforestation in the Amazon and in rainforests on the continent of Asia.
In Indonesia, palm oil plantations threaten the endangered orangutan, Sumatran rhino, and pygmy elephant, to name but a few, and contribute to climate change. Let's focus on palm oil.
It's time for Quiz Quest with Chance, who's on a quest for knowledge.
True or false? Palm oil comes from the fruit of oil palm trees. True. Palm oil is an edible vegetable oil found in many processed foods and products we eat and use.
Palm oil is often used in foods like chocolate, ice cream, instant noodles, pizza dough, and products like deodorant, soap, lipstick, shampoo, and toothpaste. It's used in some animal feed, cleaning products, and is converted into biofuel. Oil palm trees replace the tropical rainforest, so animals and people lose their homes and food sources.
What does palm oil have to do with climate change? When forests come down, the carbon dioxide stored in the tree is released into the Earth's atmosphere.
Why can't we just replace palm oil with another vegetable oil?
Well, other oils actually take more land to produce, and many people depend on the palm oil industry for jobs.
This is a big problem.
It sure is.
But together, we can find solutions and take positive action.
We know with small steps and bright ideas can lead to big results.
Are you ready to take positive action? Yeah! What can we do to take positive action?
We can!
Write letters to decision makers and companies asking them to use sustainable palm oil in their foods and products. Sustainable palm oil is rainforest friendly and deforestation free.
Room for Change with Clara and Chance.
You can take positive action for the planet in every room in your home.
First, download the Palm Oil Shoppers app to your mobile device. Next, head to the kitchen and bathroom. Take inventory. Read labels on foods and products. Palm oil has many different names you may not recognize, and the app will help you find foods and products that contain sustainable palm oil or are palm oil free. Start a list. The next time you go shopping, use your list and the app to make sustainable choices.
Make the connection with Quinn and Giselle.
Today, we're talking about food waste, deforestation, and climate change.
What's the connection?
When we waste food, we are also wasting the land that was cleared to grow or raise the food.
In this case, the rainforests that were cut down for the cattle ranching and for palm oil plantations.
Yep. And we are also wasting the resources used to grow or raise the food, like soil, fertilizer, and water. And when wasted food biodegrades in landfills with all the other trash, it produces methane, CH4, a greenhouse gas causing climate change.
Whoa, so it's really important to stop wasting food.
Totally. Now that we've made the connection, let's pass it on.
Pass on everything you've learned today. One of the most powerful things you can do is share your knowledge with friends and family. Take positive action together.
Make an informative flyer to share your knowledge.
Draw a picture to share your knowledge.
Make a video to share your knowledge.
Write an article for your local newspaper to share your knowledge.
Sadie's Solutions with Sadie.
We've shared many solutions. Let's add them to your Take Action jar. If you haven't made your Take Action jar yet, you need a glass jar, small pieces of paper, and a pencil. Write or draw different Take Action steps you learned today on a piece of paper. Eat less meat and eat more plant-based foods. Use the Palm Oil Shoppers app to choose foods and products with sustainable palm oil or that are palm oil free. Make an informative flyer. And write a letter to a decision maker. Put the pieces of paper in a glass jar, and every day choose one piece of paper and take action. Save some paper and your pencil because we'll add to your Take Action jar next time.
Bree, choose something from the Take Action jar. That one down there? Let's see. Write a letter to a decision maker. Okay, join us. Writing a letter to a decision maker is a great way to take positive action for the planet. Many decision makers read letters from kids. What you'll need: a piece of paper and a pen or pencil, an envelope, a stamp. Decide who to send your letter to: a business owner, CEO of a company, mayor, governor, senator, member of Congress, world leader, or the President of the United States. Introduce yourself. Cite the problem you want to see solved. Suggest positive solutions. And remember, include your bright ideas. Get writing.
Your letter to a decision maker doesn't have to be words.
You can show off your bright personality and how much you care about animals, people, and the planet by adding drawings too.
Your letters can make a big positive difference. Decision makers read letters from kids.
Motivational message with Malia.
Remember, your voice matters. Your opinion matters. Let your voice be heard.
Bree, the Kids for Positive Change team rocks. Or in chicken speak, walks. But they're not alone. Did you know there are kids across the globe taking positive action for the planet? Let's meet one of them now.
Hi, I'm Theo, and I think it is important to take action on climate change because it is affecting a lot of people and it will help them live a better life. So I was in a Take Action class where I met Camille, and we did various things. First, we did letters, which we sent to our local representative to say what we thought about climate change. Second, we did an assembly about climate change where we showed our letters and talked about how the rest of the people could help. Third, we did a letter writing workshop where we helped students write letters to representatives for their own communities. Bye. Thank you for taking positive action.
Whoa, what an amazing youth change maker. You know what? You are a change maker too. Wherever you go, go the distance for the planet because
local action gets global traction.
We can go the distance for the planet by saving and protecting nature and natural resources in our local communities. when we
speak at local city council meetings about protecting the environment,
recycle paper,
respect and protect local wildlife.
We are taking positive action that makes a difference locally and globally.
The Amazon rainforest and Congo may be far away, but always remember,
what we do here matters there.
Because climate change is impacting everything and everyone.
And when we take positive action to curb climate change, we're taking positive action for all animals, humans, and the planet, because we're all connected.
If we can take positive action, so can you!
Whoa, you all rock! Until next time, share your knowledge and keep taking positive action for a cooler climate and a brighter future. See you later.
Bye.
We're the kids for positive change, working together so we can arrange bright ideas and actions with help from our heartbeat to heal our planet, 'cause we're one family. Our goal is finding solutions we need to save our planet. Let's start with the seed that grows into actions to help light the way. Kids for positive change, come join us today.
Kids for Positive Change is brought to you in part by Robert S. Morrison Foundation, the Ashtabula Foundation, the Kendall Foundation, Huffman Mayer Paulo Wealth Management Group of Wells Fargo Advisors, a friend of Kids for Positive Change, After School Discovery, and viewers like you. Thank you.